Welcome to this edition of 3 Outs. Ole Miss beats Alabama 12-2 on Sunday to claim the series 2-1, a critical win for Ole Miss heading into a 5-game week with Arkansas Pine Bluff Tuesday and Wednesday and Missouri this weekend. There's going to be a change in the rotation. Zach Phillips going to start one of the midweek games against Pine Bluff, so there will be a new weekend starter against Mizzou. I'd guess Nikhazy, but Mike said he's not ready to announce that yet, so we'll get to that later on. But for today, 3 things really start with Gunnar Hoglund. He had his best start as a Rebel, the freshman, the former first-round pick. Fastball was dominant. He had 8 strikeouts, matching his season high to this point. I mean total strikeouts, not just season high. He had 8 coming in. 8 today, allows a couple hits. He pitches into the 6th inning. He was efficient. He'd only thrown 30 pitches or so through 3 innings. He had struck out 5, and he really matched Alabama early on before the offense could take over. So for Hoglund, huge deal there mentally to come in, get that early advantage, really take over the game in the early innings and do it in a very critical day for Ole Miss. And then offensively, Grae Kessinger leads the way. He was hitting in the 2nd spot behind Nathan Easter-Video today. 3 doubles, a career-high 5 RBIs. Really keyed it for Ole Miss, including a big double there. It was a little sun-aided. He definitely earned the first 2. The third one finally fell for him. He had some hard-hit outs throughout the season. He ends up with 5 RBIs, and Ole Miss just really lived off 2 big innings, scored 5 in one inning, 7 in another, and Kessinger was a big part of all of that. And then finally for Ole Miss, it was just about kind of being challenged yesterday, overcoming that today, looking very, very good in all phases today because Mike got after him a little bit. This is a series that Ole Miss had to have. Alabama, not one of the better teams in the SEC. It was a home series. It was the opening series. Ole Miss really needed to claim it, and today they came out. They responded to him yesterday. They had a lot of energy. They had a lot more energy than Alabama, and a lot of that's because of starting pitching with Hoglund, but they did well. Everything you kind of wanted out of the weekend other than the sweep was accomplished. You never predict sweeps in the SEC, so 2 out of 3 works. They need to do it again now at Missouri next week on the road. But for Ole Miss, it's a big week coming up, but they did pass the first test. Overall, it's a passing grade for the Rebels as they take 2 of 3 from Alabama. More coverage at rebelgrove.com.